holiday day is winding down. It's time for an evening type of cocktail. I like to dress up as if I'm in the South and I've been socializing all day. We're gonna make a old fashioned. So I've got some hot water in here, about 1 ounce of hot water, and I'm gonna add a half of a teaspoon of dark brown sugar. And we're gonna make our own little simple syrup. Now, I don't usually do this. I actually keep brown sugar simple syrup in the refrigerator. However, for the show, I want to be able to show you how to make one. So you're going to want to get that fully dissolved. So we're going to stir it around a little bit, let that hot water work its action. And then we're going to use some of this Agnostic Bitters. Just couldn't get it to care less whether or not there's a God. 2 dashes. And then it's Buddy Orange Bitters, also 2 dashes. I tend to like my old fashions a little bit sweet because I do drink straight bourbon, so I want it to taste a little bit, different than a glass of straight bourbon. And I do that with Maker's Mark cherry juice. So I will put 1 of these teaspoons, just a common kitchen teaspoon, and then continue to stir that up in there. Now, I don't like to eat those. I like to eat a dark brandied cherry, so that's going to be coming in at the very end. Now what we want to do is we want to get some zest from a lemon, not even a lime, in this case an orange. So we're going to take a nice hearty peel, going to put the beautiful side out and squeeze it. And see if you can look at your water mixture and see if there's a little splash. If there is, then you are on your way. And to assume that I am a professional. So once you got the singes around there in, and now comes the bourbon. Most people would call for a rye. So I follow tradition, redemption rye, something that we got turned on to when the Brindleys and I and Dawn all went down to Kentucky for July 4th in 2018. What a great time that was. Redemption has been one of my favorites since. Now, you've got your whiskey bourbon, you've got your bitters, you've got your simple syrup, and you've got your cherry juice. So really, you're getting pretty close to having this done. The one thing you are going to need is an ice cube. So an ice cube needs to be a little bit more than just getting it out of the refrigerator, the smaller cubes. I like to put a nice, 2 by 2 inch cube in there. If you've got the balls, that's great. Now, I like to eat a cherry. I don't like those cherries. I like these cherries, as we've already discussed. So you get a fancy toothpick. You say a little prayer of appreciation for your wife that she keeps you with fancy toothpicks for your cocktails. And there you go, my friends. And what you have is a BL Old Fashioned. No steps missing, all delicious. Oh yeah. If you don't live in the South, that's a pretty good way to come close. Now let's stir the pot, baby.